Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Oof, okay. Most of the scenes in this episode are kind of irrelevant, right? The Luna and Bill scene seems like they just been on repeat. Hard body, right? I mean, seriously, how many times can you sit there and listen to Luna sit there and say, "Well, with your parents, the way you grew up, we have similar backgrounds, we have similar upbringings." Luna, I gotta sit there and hear that, and I think this is part of the reason why I haven't actually did a review in a while. I mean, not to mention that I've just been super busy getting home and trying to at least get one review done. But it's been on rinse, as Ron says, rinse and repeat in most of the stuff, right? And she talks about her upbringing, how it can't be. At first, she always brings up, Bill, I'm so grateful that I'm staying here instead of in jail. And Bill constantly reminding her, hey, listen, you're not free. You're just not in a place where you can't get, you know, um, rehabilitation done. They always start off with that, right? And so, for the most part, their conversations is not really. Actually, tell you the truth, it's not different than any other day. I mean, she once again brings up she had a bad upbringing and Poppy was irresponsible, and then there was the libations and the men and irresponsibility, and she had to sit there and grow up fast, and she really didn't have a childhood. And I mean, we get that, but then it just brings me back to Finn, right? Finn was in Poppy's life. Would that have changed? But she would have been a different person, more responsible, not just, going around murking people left and right. I mean, let's just be honest for a hot minute. You can have two good parents, and your child can still grow up to be a monster. It helps to have two parents. It helps to even have one parent that's responsible, but it's no guarantee. You just have better chances. That's all that conversation really sums up to be. Now, Jack meets Lee, and Jack apologizes for the whole Sheila thing, and Lee apologizes for assuming that Jack was Luna's father. And they both bond over Finn and everything. Um, Jack is like, listen, I'm gonna apologize for the rest of my life because he still loves her. He still loves her. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at her, like she is still pretty bad, but she is. I mean, part of me is like, I don't know what you saw in that woman besides her looks, because she could just be extra, right? Oh, also Deacon was in this episode. Not that that really mattered. But then we get to the Finn part, Finn and Poppy part. He calls her over to come to his office. He's like, shut the door. Okay. They go through all this fluffy conversation before they get to the heart of the matter. Okay? And the heart of the matter is that they do confirm that hey, Aunt Poppy, you wanna? I mean, he does sit there and say, hey, they start off and they try to romanticize it, right? This wasn't just hey, I'm home, you're home, we ain't got nothing to do. Mom Duke's away, Dad is in the office or whatever. Let's let's do it. They used to go on the rooftop, watch the sunrise, endless conversations, and one day he said that she was his first. But then he was like, after that, got pregnant, you're gone. And long story short, he's like, granted, Poppy was like, we we pretty much vowed never to really talk about this. It was just our special moment, and that was about it. Now Finn is like, am I Luna's father? Am I Luna's father? If you find out you're Luna's father, what are you gonna do then? I mean, you can totally tell this is a total retcon, right? Because I mean, I can't sit there and imagine you being with someone, they get pregnant, you never thought ever that could have been your child. Not once. You just took her word for it because she said, there's no possible way. Oh, there's no possible way. Huh. It's funny because, I'm starting to be a doctor and I'm pretty sure there's a possible way. So none of this really makes sense in the grand scheme of things, but I mean, it's Born to Beautiful. Born to Beautiful. I don't care that he did sit there and say in retrospect, after years or whatever, it was wrong. Because, they may not have been blood, but you still considered her and Poppy. I don't know why it brings you back to Friday to Craig and, that woman, Uncle Elroy's wife, he used to really, be into Craig and everything. Yeah, it's still gonna. Funny, I never actually saw part three. Anyway, the point is, I don't mind it. It's a little weird considering, granted, he did sit there and say, just to be clear, that he was of age and they were not blood related. What's weird is that he considered her Aunt Poppy. She considered him her nephew. Now I'm sitting there saying this stuff out loud. Yeah, I can kind of see how this could be weird. I can kind of see how this could just be weird. But that's pretty much where we are. Now, granted, before then, he was not there looking at pictures of Steffi because, I mean, we all know it's coming, right? I mean, Sherry has to sit there and deal with, and to be fair, this is her choice. She still married him knowing who Sheila's mother, knowing who Finn's mother is. I don't care if it was 5 minutes before, you could have chose to leave. You chose to stay. Now Sheila is his mom. Luna is his daughter. Tommy, who spoiled it for me on The Young and Restless, did sit there and say that, he can see Liam and Steffi getting back together. Seeing how Liam is public enemy number one on The Bold and the Beautiful, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be disappointed. But I like Liam. So, whatever happens, happens. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say. If I missed anything, write in the comment section below. Or better yet, come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, where we're going to sit there and talk about all the shows: Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital. I'll see you in the next video.